You've got to watch out for these Whanganui drivers. Hey, that's a little unfair. You've got to watch out for drivers wherever you are. At this point, I should add that the camera itself is attached to the motorcycle rather than to me. So what you see coming up is what is approaching rather than where I'm looking. Lovely shaded trees as we head down the avenue, Victoria Avenue, the main street of Whanganui. Well, it's around 15 to 20 k's to the museum, Moto 71, so I guess it's time to gas up. You'll note that as I rode down Delnia Road that the tar was starting to get soft. We'd had 3 or 4 rather warm days and it was sort of starting on the verge of melting. In fact, there are places you will see that the tar has melted and broken up. The other factor is that logging trucks have been using this road, and also large metal trucks have been using the road as well, and that has all added to the seal actually breaking up here and there. So a word of caution: watch out for the metal trucks and watch out for the logging trucks and watch out for the broken tar. Moto 71. Let me introduce you to Clive Higgie Hiya, Clive.
G'day, how's it?
It's great. Has to be great, surrounded by all these lovely motorcycles. So how many machines have you got here, Clive?
We've got about 30 of ours and 5 belong to friends.
Right, and you come across them just over the years and gradually acquired them?
Yeah, always been into bikes, but most of these bikes have been 1 or 2 in the 90s, but most within the last 5 years.
Right. And your oldest machine, what would have to be the old Norton?
CF1 Norton over there.
Yep.
Is, 1928.
Right.
We just 5 years ago we bought that back from the guy that my father gave it to in the 50s, who rescued it from my father, otherwise it would be down a hole by now. Yeah, we've just got it going too. I rode it a week or 2 ago.
Right. And so how frequently do you start them up, get them going?
Well, the plan is to ride them all of them a little bit every month or so, but like I haven't ridden that Square 4 for about 3 months. And yeah, like that Yamaha GTS I haven't ridden for 6 months. But there again, some I've ridden every week, you know.
Right.
Have your favourites.
And your favourite?
Changes daily really, but the Ducati 916, the Voxon, the MV Augusta, Commando.
Now the Voxon, that is French, isn't it?
Yeah, they were made.
Nice looking machine too.
Yeah, it's the newest bike in here. It's 2004. The French, in the mid-90s, the French who designed and built the first motorbike ever thought that they should catch up with the Italians and the British, and you know, Triumph was going again, and MV Augusta and all that. So they thought they needed a French bike. So this was the result. But they, anyway, I think they've closed down, although I think they sold to someone who's doing electric Voxons.
All right.
I think I saw a YouTube clip on, they make the fastest electric bike, something like that. I haven't watched it, but yeah.
Right.
But the Laverda, the SF 750, that would have to be one of my favourites. Yeah. Have a weakness for European.
Now I notice we've got a row of 6 cylinders here.
Yeah, there's 3 6s there, the Honda, the CBX, the Z1300 Kawasaki, and the Benelli Say, like the 6 nicest sounding motorbikes.
Yep.
This comes out on top.
All right.
On several guys' ones. God, it sounds incredible. And then there's 3 3s. So, yeah, silly things. Yeah, well, I bought that last year from a friend of mine who came back from the States, and went for a ride, and said to myself, the last time I rode one was 50 years previously. In the early 70s, a friend had one, and we'd occasionally swap bikes. And then 50 years go by and I haven't ride on. Terratara is a pretty cool bike.
Yes.
It's a YB, what is it, YB4? Yeah. YB6. And then they produced a line of 50 which had fuel injection, digital dash and stuff. And called it Terratara for some reason.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
And it's
I imagine one of the Moto guys came on holiday to New Zealand. So this is 1990.
right.
So like 32 years ago. Yeah, must have come on holiday to New Zealand and saw a Terratara, Otari or somewhere.
He thought he'd be able to fool everybody with such a name.
Yeah, well, When I first saw it, I thought, is that some sort of Italian word? But,
Yeah.
but it's a beautiful bike. The Yamaha Moto. I think of all the bikes in here, when you're winding that up, the sound it makes is unreal.
Yeah. And V-twin? Oh no,
It's
inline.
a straight four.
All right.
It's the FZR motor.
Right.
Highly tuned. And at one time this was the fastest, well, if you can call 50 bikes a production bike, it was the fastest bike you could buy for a week or two anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really love the Ducatis and all the Italians.
And I see we have a little bit of the Soviet Union over here as well.
Yeah, back in the 70s we used to laugh at those Urals.
Yeah.
Or you meant to say Ural or something. I'm not. My friend is a Russian guy and he's always correcting me. But love it. I love riding that. And just bought, and it's away at the moment, and a Jawa, a 350 two-stroke. And yeah, sometimes it's nice having some of these things that, what do they say? It's more fun riding a slow bike fast than a fast.